A new report confirms what we first told you Friday. Ohio is failing to protect students from dangerous disciplinary methods.
Disability Rights Ohio found serious gaps in the state's enforcement of a rule limiting practices known as seclusion and restraint. Investigator Sarah Buttison just reviewed the report.
And Sarah, you found similar issues in your investigation.
I did. This report was released today. It mirrors many of the issues we uncovered. It says Ohio's Department of Education fails to make schools comply with the seclusion and restraint rule, a rule meant to reduce incidents that can leave students traumatized and injured.
This is what the dangerous disciplinary method known as restraint can look like. This surveillance video shows two staff members hold down middle school student Sean Green for 7 minutes.
Take a card out of your hand.
More than a year later, his mother told us the autistic teen remains traumatized.
Sean's just not the same. He never will be, ever.
I don't know if abused is the right word, but I certainly wasn't treated right.
Like Sean, Jordan Zimmerman also suffers from autism. For years, she struggled to share her thoughts and her feelings. Until she figured out how her iPad could help. She told us she was restrained as many as 5 times a day inside her classrooms.
I think I may have gotten a concussion when I was being restrained at Hudson High School one day. My head got hit against the chalkboard ledge, and I ended up in the hospital.
It is hard to know that this is continuing to happen.
Kristen Hildebrandt is the senior attorney at Disability Rights Ohio. In 2013, they pushed Ohio to adopt a new rule limiting restraint and seclusion, where a student is locked alone inside a room like this specially built one.
So in a perfect world, yes, we should never use them. But it's not a perfect world.
When DRO reviewed schools' data, they found serious gaps in enforcement.
It's few and far between that school districts are implementing this, and if they are implementing it, it tends to be in one building and not district-wide.
The Ohio Department of Education doesn't monitor whether schools follow the rule. And if they did, it wouldn't matter much. There are no consequences for breaking it.
If a parent feels that it's not being followed, there's no real way for them to follow up on that.
Even more troubling, 5 on Your Side investigators found schools do ignore the rule. More than 20,000 incidents were reported just during the 2014-15 school year, and only 8% resulted in the creation of behavior plans. Plans that can make a dramatic difference for students like Jordan.
My teachers and the principals will give me hand squeezes or head squeezes anytime. If I'm having a bad day, sometimes I just sit in a quiet area.
Those methods help her remain calm when she gets upset. So far, she hasn't been restrained even once this year.
With the appropriate supports, I can do the things that every other student enjoys.
We asked the Ohio Department of Education for an interview about the issues we uncovered. They turned down our interview requests, but sent us a statement saying they do reach out to districts to tell them how to reduce the use of restraint and seclusion. On Your Side, I'm investigator Sarah Buttison, News Channel 5.